Hello everyone and welcome to another game I played on Ptcgo. As you can see, I'm playing a game where I start off with Snivy. Yes, Snivy, and my opponent has two Dusknoirs on the bench. So I'm actually playing Serperior Darkrai, and it looks like my opponent is going to be playing a Dusknoir variant. I'm not sure which one. Here I'm tempted to Core Rest, but I don't. I'm just going to use Hypnotoxic Laser and put my opponent in a hopefully position to lose quickly, since Dusknoir doesn't do much by itself, and I have Darkrai, so it can really mow through them. But he manages to rare candy into Dusknoir, which he had the rare candy from his Skyla last turn. He's going to escape rope just to switch into Dusknoir, and let's see what he does. So here he is going to Hypnotoxic Laser. He hits Head for Sleep, and he puts in a Veer Bank. So here I need to get another Pokemon out, or else I'm going to lose. I'm really tempted to play that Core Rest, but I will only get one card. That does not guarantee me that I will get any Pokemon, so I'm just going to end my turn. I end up waking up, and Serperior is really cool because its ability Royal Heal lets you heal 10 damage in between turns from all of your Pokemon. So in between your turn and in between your opponent's turn, you heal 10, which is really cool with Darkrai. So my opponent's going to Ultra Ball for a Darkrai and switch into it. Here I fortunately top deck an N, but I don't actually get any Pokemon. So here I have 70 hit points left. I really need to do something to get a Pokemon on the field. I'm just gonna pass my turn. Fortunately, I got a Skyla, so I can definitely get an Ultra Ball next turn. I just need to hope he has no way of knocking me out, and I have 50 hit points left. Thanks to the combo of Veer Bank and Royal Heal, I'm only taking 20 in between turns. So he just passes because he has no energy to put on Darkrai. So I'm going to do what I just described. I'm going to Skyla for an Ultra Ball. And hopefully, I think the best play here would be to go for a Darkrai, so I can just retreat the Serperior and leave it on the bench. So I'm debating what to discard. I think I'm going to get rid of the candy. Yep, and something else. I didn't see what, but I do get a Darkrai, and I can go ahead and put an energy on it from my hand and retreat that Serperior to the bench, and then energy switch when the energy from Serperior to Darkrai, so I can hopefully get ready to attack next turn if I get an energy. So now Royal Heal activates between turns again. So we can see my opponent is put a Trapinch down a few turns ago. That means he's playing Dusknoir Flygon, and Flygon, if it's in the active, it does 10 damage to all of your opponent's Pokemon in between turns. So you can see how I have the perfect deck to counteract his strategy, and he's going to evolve into Flygon. But since it's not active, Sandslammer, the ability, won't activate. But unfortunately, I don't really get any energy cards or anything to do, so I have to pass. And hopefully my opponent doesn't have a way to attack me yet. It's really slow going, this game. But I think we have the sort of perfect decks to counteract each other. So he's going to promote Flygon. Sandslammer is going to do 10 to both of my Pokemon, but it gets healed off of both just as easy. So here I attach another energy to Darkrai, and I'm just going to Night Spear. I really need to start working on Dusknoir, because if Flygon can put damage on the field in between turns, Dusknoir can manipulate it and start knocking things out. But first he really needs to target my Serperior. But he potentially can once he gets Darkrai powered up. And he's going to Laser after, I think, using a computer search to get it. And he's going to Juniper. So he doesn't attack, but Sandslammer does activate, hits me, and managed to heal some of it off. Here I'm benching another Snivy. this was... I didn't foresee what would be coming this next turn, but I do manage to Night Spear, take out Flygon, and take out a benched Duskull, so I get to take 2 prizes this way. So he promotes Darkrai, and I'm not sure what he's going to do, but then it looks like he's actually going to use Sinister Hand, which is Dusknoir's ability, to move damage around on my end. So he's going to move damage off of Serperior and onto Snivy and knock it out, which wasn't my intent. I actually wanted to get 2 Serperiors out, and he definitely put that plan to rest. So he still doesn't have enough energy to attack me with Darkrai, but hopefully I can just catch her up Dusknoir and knock it out this next turn. So let's see what my opponent does. He's gonna level ball first, probably for another Trapinch. Yep, so he level balls for Trapinch, puts it on the bench, and let's see if he can evolve another one into Flygon. Or if so, he's actually going to promote the Trapinch and end me. So that's bad. Can no longer catch her up Dusknoir. But I do get plenty of energy and a Sableye, which I will bench that. So I'm taking damage in between turns due to poison. I'm going to put down Sableye. And here I might Junk Hunt, but I don't know if it's worth it at this point. I should just take the jump and take out Trapinch and not let it evolve and start hitting me. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I have the laser in hand, so whatever he puts up next turn I'll be able to poison, and since Verbank's in play, I'll be able to get more damage on it that way. So I take out Trapinch and hit Dusknoir for 30, and he promotes his Darkrai. So I'm sitting at 90 in between poisoning and Royal Heal with my Darkrai, and he promotes his full HP Darkrai. But he's going to catch her up Serperior, use Hypnotoxic Laser, then Bicycle, and then Juniper. So now he has the 3 energy to attack me, and with Sinister Hand he can actually move enough damage off of Darkrai onto Serperior to knock it out, which will sort of allow him to start breaking through my healing and maybe promote Trapinch and just start amassing a lot of damage in between turns. So Serperior goes down, and I'm going to promote Sableye just because. So here, fortunately I top deck a Juniper, but I also have Computer Search, so I'm going to Computer Search those energies away, and I think I'm going to go this time for a Darkrai. I'm going to use a Hypnotoxic Laser, and then I'm going to Juniper. So thankfully I get a Dark Patch, and I can start powering up this new Darkrai that's on my bench, and I can attach another energy onto it. And let's see, I think here I actually do this deliberately. I'm going to Ultra Ball again, this time for a Snivy. I want him to target down Snivy instead of targeting down Darkrai or Sableye. So I want him to use Sinister Hand so he can take out Snivy and spare my other Pokemon, because at this point I'm not really too interested in Snivy. I think I'll just have to work without Serperior. So I promote Darkrai. I think I'm going to Night Spear him, and I'm going to hit the benched Dusknoir. He's of course going to take damage due to poison in between turns. He decides to retreat Darkrai and promote Trapinch, and then switch back into Darkrai, so gets rid of the poison, but he does have 60 HP left. So he's going to start using Sinister Hand and moving damage off of Darkrai onto Snivy. Hopefully enough to knock it out, maybe spare my Darkrai. Hopefully. Yeah, he has it at 100 damage, and Night Spear does 90, so maybe he's going to spare Darkrai. He moves another one off, and now he's putting damage on the other Darkrai that I have on the bench that has no damage on it. So oh, it turns out he has a Hypnotoxic Laser in hand, so he can actually take out Darkrai and Snivy in one turn. So my plan completely backfired on me. So he's going to take both prizes for Darkrai and an additional one for Snivy. So here, fortunately I get a Juniper. I'm going to get rid of my hand. I get an energy, that's good. And I'm going to just take out this Darkrai on his side. I don't need to use Hypnotoxic because this will wipe out all the energy on his field and definitely leave him vulnerable. So after this, we each are at one prize, and if he doesn't end me, I definitely have this. I have a catcher in hand, and I can just take out anything, essentially. Even if he leaves Trap Inch, I can take it out. But he's going to Super Rod, get Flygon, Dark, and a Darkrai back into his deck. And it looks like he's going to Ultra Ball, maybe for Flygon. Yes. So I can't knock Flygon out, but it can still knock out Dusknoir. So he's going to Rare Candy into Flygon. But if he leaves it in the active, he needs to end me if he wants any real chance at this game. And that's exactly what he does. So he ends me, and I get an end, which is useless because we both get one card. But fortunately, I top deck a catcher. I can just catcher up Dusknoir and hit him with Darkrai for the win. So thank you very much for watching. This, I hope, was an interesting match, and two decks that are sort of nice counters to each other. So make sure to comment, rate, or subscribe. Thanks.